going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Playbook Sports Podcast. It is a new season. It is Chapter 4 of the Playbook, and this year, the theme is no holding back.
Okay.
That's the theme this year, and I was going to write it down. I'm not going to bother. No holding back this year. I'm done with the buddy takes, okay? You guys want the truth, you're going to get the damn truth every single time. It is going to be electric, and if you guys need any football content, this is the spot to get it. This is going to be such a fun year. We've got so many new things for you guys. If you notice that little wheel up in the front, you're going to want to come watch the pick videos, and you're also going to want to follow the TikTok account. That's where all of the punishment wheel videos are going to be on our TikTok account. So you're going to make sure you're not going to want to miss any of that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And today, we're not going to do anything crazy. We're going to talk about the divisions, and we're going to tell you guys who's going to win them and how they're going to do it. So I think we should jump right in. Yeah, I think we go right into it. So we're going to start with the AFC East. I just like to go alphabetical order. Okay. And it gives me an idea of who I need to be mean to. It gives me a good idea. Okay, Colin was a real dick in this one. Time to talk bad about the Cowboys. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we're all going to take a turn. We're going to write out our order and the record. Or I can stand and write them. You guys tell me. And then we will discuss what we all think about them. So for me, my AFC order in reverse order here. In fourth place, I've got the New York Football Jets.
Oh, my.
Oh. Jets. In third place, I got the New England Patriots. Second place, Miami.
Okay.
And winning the division with the record of, I've got them going 12-5. I've got the Buffalo Bills here.
Yeah.
Patriots, I've got going 8-9 and 6-11. That's my AFC East prediction.
Oh my.
Sage, what do you got?
All right, are you writing it for me?
I'm writing for you.
Beautiful. So in last place, I got the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect.
Right off the bat. In third, I got New England. And second, I got your New York Jets.
Okay, for sure.
And in first, got to go with the Buffalo Bills right here, all right? I also have the Bills going 12-5. I have the Jets going, not that great, 8-9. I have the New England Patriots only winning 6 games.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
disrespect.
And I got Miami. I got Miami winning 5.
5-12. Okay. All right. Addison, what you got?
All right, I'll start backwards as well. Fourth place, I've got the New England Patriots.
Okay.
Got them going 6-11.
6-11. Okay.
Third place, Justin Fields and the New York Jets.
Okay.
Got them going 8-9.
Yeah.
Second place, Miami Dolphins. 9-8.
Okay.
And then Buffalo Bills to win it 11-6.
Okay. I like it. Colin, bring us home. What do you got for the AFC East?
Bring us home. Well, I'll go top down because you guys are a bunch of weirdos.
Okay.
I'm going Bills for
Yeah.
the 5th year straight.
Something stupid.
Whatever since Brady left.
Yep.
I got Dolphins in second place, of course. New England Patriots in third place. Then I do have those Jets in fourth place as well.
Okay.
I kind of gave like a range of wins, if you will. So for
Sure.
the Bills, I said 12 or 13 wins.
Okay.
Take that as is. Dolphins 9 or 10 wins.
Okay.
Patriots 7 or 8 wins, and then Jets 5 or 6 wins.
I love how you
I was saying that Buffalo.
ran
Bills
it
get
up.
12.
Miami,
Give us 10.
that.
Whatever. Hey, it's just a range. It's just a
Love
range.
that,
It's just a
love
range. All right. So let's talk first Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right.
Why are we all so sure Buffalo wins the division?
I think it's the quarterback. I think it's Josh Allen.
It's Josh
Just another
Allen.
year. I mean, last year was the year Buffalo was supposed to take a step back with the roster getting worse, and instead Josh Allen said, no, I am Superman. I can put the whole team on my back. So I'm just expectations of that repeating just yet again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bringing back a very similar ball team. Honestly,
Yeah.
like you look at it, it's very similar offensively. When I did my top 10 rosters in the NFL, I had them at 9th. I think that's reasonable, especially if you don't put too much value on Josh Allen.
Yeah.
If you just look at their overall roster, their weak point is their wide receiver room.
Yeah.
And it's the same one as last year, and that seemed to work pretty
And
well
Josh
for
Allen kind
them.
of won MVP with that rock.
Exactly. Now, should he have won MVP? No.
But that's not the point.
But that's not
He's
the
still
point.
Great.
Exactly. He was fantastic regardless of that. And while I don't love like the weapons, the offensive line is one of the best in the league. That defense is still nasty. I mean, their defensive line is disgusting.
Oh, it's nasty.
gross.
It's disgusting. Greg Rousseau, Ed Oliver, and then you've got Joey Bosa. And then you also have AJ Epinesa now too. They've got such a good defense.
They put a lot of resources into it for a long time, and
Yeah,
it's
they
paying
have.
off right now.
I guess my biggest question, and it's not really fair, I guess, to the Bills, but what's up with James Cook? The guy scored 16 touchdowns in the regular season last year,
and they're
maybe
not
even
wanting to pay him.
17. And it's so if he's not there, is it a situation where it's a system? You know, Ray Davis is going to come in and take over. I don't know. But we'll see. James Cook is big.
They have two great backup running backs
They do.
right now.
They
Ty
do.
Johnson, I mean, have you seen him catch the ball?
Yeah, he's a good
I've seen
pass
him make
catching
some
back.
crazy catches, and Ray Davis has done everything James Cook can do.
That
Yeah.
is
So,
true, though.
really,
It's true.
If it's in the back of their head, they're like, hey, let's run James Cook out there for a year, beat him into the ground,
Run
and
him
say,
down.
see ya,
Yeah.
got someone else.
Yeah, and he had a very big year last year, but I agree. I think they're going to be fine at run. They're a team where it's just like, yeah, I don't care who's at running
Yeah,
back. It's
no,
like the
yeah,
Chiefs,
yeah,
like
yeah.
whoever's at running back, it's going to be fine. Yeah, we'll take Isaiah Pacheco in the 7th round,
Right.
and he's going to be
Yeah.
our starting running back for 4 years, and then he's going to go, and
Sure.
someone's going to pay him, and we'll bring in someone else.
As
who's
much
just
of
fine.
that success was James Cook's, how much of that is also because they have to so much worry about Josh?
Yes.
It'll
Yeah.
just,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then
Yeah,
Colin,
you guys
the
talked
Bills-
about it. Obviously, the roster, Josh Allen, we can talk about that at extent. And then talking about last year, their step back year, they had so many injuries as well throughout the year last year, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So you're getting some of those guys back, like heaven forbid, Matt Milano plays a full
I
season.
know, and
that
plays
guy's
a good
freak.
season.
Yeah.
So you guys already talked about it, brought in Bosa as well. And then their receiver room doesn't really worry me as much because they just know what they are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're going to
Yeah.
get it out quick. We're going to get that the yards after catch. And so they're just going to get these little gadget guys that just know how to get separation and then do it with the ball in their hand, essentially.
100%.
So I just don't see the Bills not winning the division again this year.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Prove
That
me
would
wrong.
be the shock. That would be the shock one. I feel like this is one of the easiest divisions to pick the winner,
Yeah.
arguably. And I hate to say
Yeah.
that because I'm in that division, but it's just until you prove you can beat Josh Allen,
Literally.
it's him. It's the same thing with the AFC West, truthfully.
Yeah.
Until you prove you can beat Patrick Mahomes, which none of them have proven to do, how can it not be the Chiefs win that division? Well, maybe we'll find out.
Yep.
Okay, yep. So all of us with the Bills at number 1. Sage with the shocker, truthfully, of all of us. Sage is
Yeah.
the only one to have Miami both in last and not in second place, and in under 500. Where'd that come from?
I do. So as you can see, Miami, as of last year, had bottom of the NFL in offensive line play,
Yes.
and I don't think it got much better, personally.
We had the 2 lowest rated guards in the NFL, like 89th and 90. They're both gone.
Right.
We added a second rounder, Jonas Avaianaya, who's looked great, and
Right.
James Daniels was great in Pittsburgh for the first 4 weeks before he got hurt.
Agreed. But still,
That's
I
an
think
improvement.
2 players, it's going to take a second to gel, you know, and especially with who knows who's going to play quarterback in week 5 after Tua gets hurt.
Okay.
But
Bold, okay.
but no,
Zach
even
Wilson.
Zach
Zach
Wilson.
Wilson.
But even
Throwing
then,
darts. Quinn Ewers.
even then, I just have a lot of concerns about Mike McDaniels as a coach right now. I think if he loses the locker room, it could be hell this whole year, you know. And I think it's just been a downward trajectory, and they're gonna need 1 year to go just hit rock bottom. And if 5-12 is your rock bottom, it's not a terrible rock bottom. But I can see them picking near the top.
That sucks. It sucks a lot.
It's pretty bad,
It's
but
pretty bad.
it could be so much worse.
It's pretty bad. Huh?
I've seen you guys be worse.
We've been worse. We've only won 1 game in a season before. I've been there. I've lived
tough.
through that.
That's tough.
But most of it stems from my lack of faith in Mike McDaniel. You know, I think a lot of it is going to come down to a lot of players not playing up to their full potential. A lot of it just being, this fast-paced running the football, trying to run the football thing, but they can't run the football.
They
haven't
should
been
be able to, right? Because of the guard play. And Austin Jackson, our right tackle, was hurt most of the year last year.
Right.
So really we're getting 3 starting offensive
But
linemen this year.
if you're pulling for, Tua to get all these yards that he has in the past, with Hill being yet another year older, and also Jalen Waddle being on the decline these past few years. Aside from his first 2 years, I haven't seen much from
Well, I would
Jalen
argue
Waddle.
that that's been the loss of his quarterback most years. I would argue that last year when you're catching passes from guys like Tim Boyle and guys like Tyler Huntley, who's not a thrower of the football, your numbers are going to look worse. Like Tyreek Hill's numbers a lot worse last year. With Tua, 1,700 yards both years.
Agreed.
So I would say Waddle should expect to get his numbers with Tua on the field. That's what the whole season comes down to.
Agreed, but
is
there
Tua
are
on the
receivers
field.
out there that have done, Garrett Wilson, he's never hit under 1,000,
Mhm.
but hey, he's had Zach Wilson and other terrible...
Has he ever been a number 2?
Has he? No, he hasn't been a number 2.
Jalen
but-
Waddle's been a number 2 for 3 seasons. So.
I know, but I'm just saying, I've seen him, he doesn't look the same either. It's not like his route running has gotten worse, it's just, it hasn't...
Who? Jalen Waddle? Uh-huh.
Jalen Waddle just has not looked the same, to me, personally,
Okay.
since, his first 2 years.
Since Tyreek showed up, because that was when Tyreek came over.
Yeah.
So he quit being the number 1 guy. His first year he was the number 1 guy and broke the receiving record for rookie receptions in a single season.
Right.
At that time. And then Tyreek comes over and Tyreek becomes the focal point of the offense. And then the next 2 years, they went crazy statistically. Those
But-
guys did.
Since the last year. Well, I'm
So
just
just
gonna talk
last
I'm just gonna talk
year.
about the last year, when Tua was there specifically, their ADOT has gone down dramatically. I want to say it's about 5 yards.
And do you
right
know
now.
why that is?
Why is it?
Because that offensive line was awful.
So
When you can't drop back and throw the deep ball, and when defenses are playing too high shell against Miami at 93%, 93% of the time, 2 deep safeties. And we didn't adjust because we didn't have a quarterback. Our quarterbacks were terrible last year. They work. Our main one was hurt. And your offensive line is as bad as it was. You can't throw the ball deep. How are you going to? If you can't block, and if you can't run, because we couldn't run, this all comes down to Miami's trenches. Their offensive line.
Right.
I truly think Jonah is a big upgrade at left guard over Liam Eichenberg, who was the 2nd worst guard in all of football. And our right guard was Robert Jones. James Daniel was like the 5th rated right guard last year. He's our starting right guard now. I love that addition.
I hope he gets better, but that's a lot of faith to be put into 2 players.
To building the offensive line, I would say. You got to build the offensive
players
line.
on that line, though.
Right, and we got Austin Jackson back, so there's 3. He was significantly better than Kendall Long was last year.
Came back from what?
He hurt his foot last year and missed but he's on the field now. He's playing right now. He's good to go. Our center's returning, so there's 4. And then Patrick Paul's our left tackle, and he's looked great in training camp. Now we'll see what he does, but he's looked fantastic in training camp.
Right.
So it all comes down to the offensive line. Right. I have faith in it. You don't. Hence the big differences in our records.
Big difference.
If the offensive line looks good for Miami, and we can run the ball. Look out.
Well, I'm also looking at the other half of the ball. You know, that defense does not look great. I mean, who is playing corner?
Well, Mike Hilton is. Jack Jones is.
That's
just
not
signed.
helping Mike.
Minka Fitzpatrick, who we just traded for. Minka Fitzpatrick
also traded away.
Still a stud. They just he wanted to get paid. It was a good trade for Miami. We had to get rid of Jalen Ramsey anyways. Minka Fitzpatrick's a stud. You can't deny that. He's a stud. So I like the additions. Our safeties last year couldn't tackle. Javon Holland, Jordan Poyer couldn't tackle for nothing. To move on instead of just continuing to beat this, it comes down to the lines. The offensive line for the Miami Dolphins will dictate their entire season, in my opinion.
I do agree that I think McDaniel could be hot seat a little.
100%.
If
this season goes downhill, McDaniel and Greer are both gone.
That is
100%.
That's just the hope. Is can they start quick?
Yep. Can the team come out and play?
Because if you start quick, that could just get out of the window. That story's gone.
Yes.
But if they do start 1-3,
if they come out and lose the Colts week 1, the seat's on fire.
Yeah. Oh,
straight up.
It's hot.
Straight up,
but then
seat
it
is on
immediately
fire.
engulfs.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
Because then it's like you better go win 2 in a row, bud.
Yeah.
Because you got to get this going.
And week 3 is against the Bills. You're in trouble if you lose week 1 of the Colts. You're in trouble. Because week 2, I think you beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Patriots, all of us have them in either 3rd or 4th. None of us have them going above 500. I will say 3 of us have them winning. Well, no, never mind. 6 games, and then 8-8, roughly. I have to agree with all of us on this one. I think that there's a lot of buy-in to them because they hired Vrabel, and everyone's like, watch out for the Patriots. It's like, okay, pump the brakes. This was a roster that was super devoid of talent. They can't fix it all in 1 year. They just can't. There's no way.
Well, and Vrabel, great coach, I think, but still, Tennessee, what did he have? Oh, prime Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Prime Derrick Henry carried them to that AFC Championship game, and Tannehill just did enough, and I just don't see a prime Derrick Henry on New England's roster, especially in the back.
They did draft a rookie running back, 2nd round, Travion Henderson, who I do love.
Yeah,
he's not Derrick Henry. Not Derrick Henry. I know he is willing to use running backs.
Oh yeah.
I
still think they're a year away on the offensive line and the rest of the team, right? And Christian Gonzalez is hurt, got carried off the field yesterday at practice. That's tough to lose him potentially.
I think if they win the 8/9,
that's a good season.
That's a really good
season. That's a really good season for them. Totally agree.
Real quick on the Patriots. Like what they did in the draft, we already mentioned a couple of their picks, but they also had a lot of money to spend in free agency, which
I don't like how they spent it. I don't like how they spent it.
I don't love how they did, but they spent it at positions of need at least.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
They were terrible last year pass rush wise, went out, got 2 edge rushers, which, do they overpay? Is, Landry still a shell of himself from what he was in Tennessee?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Stephon Diggs going to come out and get you more than 600 yards? Is Hunter Henry going to be your leading receiver again this year?
I think Diggs has a good year. Hot take. I think he has a really good
interesting.
year.
Maybe he might.
Because I think there's just no one else to throw the ball.
Yeah,
that's targets.
You saw what he came back from last year. Last year
looked good.
He was a top wide receiver, honestly, before he got hurt. And,
he feels like, but he was also a really high-end number 2.
Absolutely.
Like he's like the Cadillac of number 2 receivers.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Nico Collins was the stud. So as a number 1 and team, I will interested to see how he does. And Drake May's a slinger. I have to hate Drake May. It's part of the contract. When you become a Dolphins fan, you have to hate every quarterback on your rivals' teams. It's just, I'm sure you all feel the same way.
Yeah.
I have to hate him. Loved him as a
I
prospect.
know. I love Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Well, that's because he's a Colt. You're allowed to love Daniel Jones.
But real quick on, I understand the hype on the Patriots coming into this year. Drake May showed some flashes last year. Vrabel coming in. Patriots were like back half of the league on defense. They were the 31st ranked defense on 3rd down. You got to hope Vrabel come in just helps out a little bit. So I could see
100%.
kind of flirting with that 6 to 9.
Yeah, I'd say I have him right about nice. I have him right about 8. I think 8 and 9. that feels like the high end for them. Like a good season, a good step in the right direction.
I think at the end of the day, this will be a year the Patriots fans will be thinking, all right, next year's the year we're taking this big step, and they've seen enough to go, okay, I truly believe in what Vrabel's building now, and Drake May is going to be the guy, but I just don't know if that results in wins.
A successful season.
And speaking about how they spent their money in free agency, keep in mind the free agency class was not good.
No,
not at all this year. It's not like they could have just paid top dollar for top players.
I feel like that made them overspend, though. You know what I mean? It's like we need a defensive tackle, we need a stud.
Then you just not spend your money. If you're just
but God, it's like Milton Williams played 45% of the snaps last year, and they gave him $104 million. That's like, I get it, like he's the best one available, so we got to pay him. But God, that's a lot of money for him.
It's a lot of money for having to shell it out.
Right, exactly.
But it's better than overpaying.
Right, it's just right. You've got the money and you need to spend it.
Yeah.
Plus, Vrabel's not coming in to rebuild. Vrabel's coming in to win.
Yeah.
So Jets in bottom spots for most of us, except Sage at 8-9. But 8-9 is a reasonable. I think Justin Fields just doesn't win many ball games, man. He just doesn't win many ball games. He's fun to watch. Good for fantasy reasons. It's a new coaching system. It's a whole new setup on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball. How will their very good defense work in Aaron Glenn's scheme? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I think it's a trial. It's hard to predict a team with brand new head coach to do fantastic things. But you've got to get your players put together. So
absolutely. I think this year is going to be an establishing culture year for them.
Yeah.
And he's establishing a lot of culture. Like the Jets have the biggest dumpster fire of an organization. I think maybe in the league.
Yeah, 100%.
Aside from maybe the Browns.
100%.
But like they have been.
Browns were in the playoffs recently.
Yeah.
Jets haven't been in the playoffs in 14 years.
Exactly. So when you think about it, I mean, Aaron Glenn has the biggest undertaking of any coach probably this year. But I already like what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately he gets there, and immediately extensions for Sauce, extensions for Garrett Wilson.
Smart.
Let's lock down these players early. Make sure they're paid later, or make sure they're paid for later. That way we can continue to build this roster.
Right.
They're making the smart choices already, which are very un-Jets-like.
Yeah.
Very un-Jets-like.
Which gives me a little bit more hope.
I am excited about Aaron Glenn. I think that will fix the culture, and that is scary for you just going in the forward because he did a lot with little last year in Detroit's defense with all the injuries they felt, and it seems like he's a really good leader of men. The players obviously love him. He's a guy that was in the league, so he's going to have known what it takes to succeed in the NFL, so guys can look at that and respect that. We'll see. I mean, will the offense cater to Justin? And if it's not him running the ball constantly and not asking him to be a drop-back passer.
He can't read, man. He can't read.
If he's asked to throw 30 passes a game, they're in trouble.
Yeah, they're not going to win. And I totally agree. I like the hiring of Aaron Glenn, but I also like the hiring of Robert Saleh when they hired him, and his defenses were fantastic. They were great defenses for the Jets. It's just never figured out the offensive side.
Robert Saleh had so much talent on his defenses,
right?
And Aaron Glenn didn't really.
So I think that the defense of the Jets is going to be great.
Yeah,
I think, but my concern is the offensive side of the ball because you couldn't get that right either.
Totally agreed.
You know what I mean?
I think that's why like a lot of you guys had smaller discrepancies in your rankings. Mine from 1 to 2 is 4 games.
Yeah. Which wouldn't shock me.
No, that would not.
At the end of the day, it wouldn't shock me if it was that big of a discrepancy between the Bills and second place. Whoever that is.
Right.
That wouldn't shock me. Disappoint me, not shock me.
Fair.
Do have a hot take on the Jets on the offensive side, which Nate's concerned about. I think they have the potential to be a top 3 rushing offense in football this year.
Oh, yeah.
Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, Justin Fields.
And the revamped offensive
Great
line.
offensive
They've
line.
gotten the last year or two in the draft and free agency. I think
They got Membu, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
Armand in the first round.
I was like, they just need to run the ball.
If they do that,
Like
if they're
their football.
smart enough to run the football
maybe
a
Breece
ton.
Hall will finally get 1,000 yards. He's never
Unlikely. I'm surprised he isn't
Or
RB2 for
fantasy
fantasy
too,
this year. RB2, I was stunned at that, but yeah. So that's the AFC East. RB2, absolutely crazy. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about our rankings. Who's right? Who's wrong? We'll see you guys in the next one.